The Clockmakers Promise. In a quiet village surrounded by rolling hills lived an old clockmaker named Edwin. His tiny workshop stood at the end of a narrow street where the sound of ticking clocks echoed day and night. Every clock that left his hands worked perfectly, yet people admired him not only for his skill, but for his patience. He believed everything in life had its own time. One afternoon, a young traveler named Liam entered the shop. His clothes were dusty, and his face carried the weight of disappointment. He had spent years chasing success, changing jobs, moving from city to city, hoping to become someone important. Instead, he had collected failures. "I need a clock," Liam said, "one that tells me when my life will finally change." Edwin smiled gently. "If I had such a clock," he replied, "I would never sell it." Liam sighed. "Then what do you make?" "I repair time." The answer sounded strange, yet something about the old man's calm voice made Liam stay. For the next few days he watched Edwin repair broken clocks. Some had cracked glass, others had missing gears or rusted springs. Edwin never rushed. He cleaned every tiny part, replaced what was damaged, and carefully put everything back together. One evening Liam asked, "Why not throw away the broken ones and make new clocks?" Edwin placed a tiny gear on the table. "Because being broken doesn't mean something has lost its value." Those words stayed with Liam. As the weeks passed, he began helping in the workshop. He learned every clock was different. Some were centuries old, others had belonged to families for generations. Every repair required understanding, not force. One stormy night, a wealthy businessman arrived, carrying a beautiful grandfather clock. "It stopped working," he said impatiently. "I'll pay double if you fix it by morning." Edwin examined it and shook his head. "It needs 3 days. I don't have 3 days. Then I cannot repair it." The businessman stormed away. Liam was confused. "You could have earned a fortune." Edwin smiled. "I could also have ruined a clock by pretending speed is more important than quality." The next morning, an elderly woman arrived holding a small pocket watch wrapped in cloth. "It belonged to my husband," she whispered. "It stopped the day he passed away." Edwin accepted it without asking for payment. For 2 days he carefully restored every tiny piece. When the watch finally began ticking again, tears filled the woman's eyes. "It's not the watch," she said softly, "it's the memories." After she left, Liam finally understood. People weren't bringing Edwin clocks. They were bringing pieces of their lives. Months became a year. Liam grew into a skilled apprentice. More importantly, he became patient. He stopped chasing shortcuts and focused on improving a little every day. One winter morning, Edwin handed him a small wooden box. Inside lay an unfinished clock. "It will never work," Liam said. "Not until you finish it." For weeks he struggled. The gears refused to align. The pendulum stopped again and again. Many times he wanted to quit. Each time he remembered Edwin's words. "Everything has its own time." One snowy evening, after countless adjustments, the clock finally began ticking. "Steady, calm, certain." Edwin smiled proudly. "You didn't build a clock today." "What did I build?" "Confidence." Years later, after Edwin retired, Liam became the village's new clockmaker. Travelers often visited seeking quick answers about life. Some wanted success. Some wanted happiness. Some wanted certainty. Liam simply pointed to an old clock hanging on the wall. Its face was worn, its hands scratched, yet it never missed a second. Then he would say, "Life isn't about finding the perfect moment. It's about making every moment count." People came expecting advice about clocks. Instead, they left carrying a lesson about themselves. The workshop remained filled with the gentle rhythm of ticking clocks, reminding everyone that time was never an enemy. It was a patient teacher. Every delay carried a lesson. Every failure offered a chance to grow. Every ending quietly prepared the beginning of something new. Long after the old clockmaker was gone, his greatest creation was never a masterpiece of gears and springs. It was a generation of people who learned that success, like the finest clock, is built one careful moment at a time.